Hi everyone. Recently I got sent this device called the FeiyuTech Pocket. I suppose you could say that it's very similar to the Osmo Pocket as well. But I wanted to talk about some of the features and sort of say which one, is better than the other. Why would you buy one over the other? Eventually I might review the footage directly side by side, but I thought I'd talk about what I've found out using this on its own in today's review, and then in other reviews later on down the track I might talk about how the footage compares to each other. I just haven't had the time to do that at this stage. But looking overall, let's just look at the product itself. So this is the site where you get this from. It is from FeiyuTech, and they call it the Feiyu Pocket. And in the box, you basically get a little holder that comes with it. You get a USB-C lead, a little strap that connects to it as well, and just some instructions. It sort of gives you an idea about how the size works. Very easy to operate, and I'll show that in a minute how it actually operates. You get a good idea about the size if you compare it to the girl here that's holding it up to her face. The weight itself is 115 grams, and it's 124.5 millimeters in height, and it's 40.5 in the width there as well. A really nice little unit. It does do 4K 60 frames per second, and you can sort of vary it between different resolutions, which I'll sort of show you as I go through the unit itself. And what else? It's saying it's got 120 degree ultra wide angle view as well. But I found it's probably about the same as what the Osmo Pocket gives. I'm not sure how they work out the full angles that you get with these. And it says it has a 6-angle or 6-axis hybrid stabilization system that you can sort of see through here how it actually works. So what we'll do, we'll look first of all at how this operates. So I'll show you in the first part here how you use this from the actual device, so how you can control all the settings from the device itself. So we'll look at that now. Okay, so let's have a look at the unit itself. So really, it's very simple to control. There's only really two controls here. You've just got your record button here. There's the mode switch, which you can change modes and things like that, or do your selections. This is your on-off switch through here. And on this side here, you've just got your micro SD card goes in there, and then you've got USB-C that will charge the device through here as well. So let's just switch this on, and I'll show you how it works. So it's a really simple interface. Swiping down, you just use your finger just to swipe wherever you need to go. You can see there's a battery indicator that's on there as well. You also have a time remaining on your SD card that shows through here. Up there it also shows that at the moment I'm on 4K 60 and I'm in the Pro mode. Now if I swipe down, this is where you get to your settings. If I click on my settings, you'll see here that it tells you the battery remaining indicator, the quality that you're using, whether you're using your tilt control and key controls, it's your sounds and things. You can also use anti-flicker. You can also have this power off, etc. Calibration is done through here, and also your Wi-Fi setup is done through here as well. Or you can do it quickly and just hold down the record button and for a couple of seconds, and that will bring up your connection to your phone as well. If I scroll across, you can also see your storage. That's where you can format your storage here as well, and you can also choose your metering. If you go into more, this is where you can choose your language and reset your device, etc. And you can also do your motor calibration through here as well. Let me just get out of this. You can also go swipe towards the left there, and this is where you choose your mode that you're going to use. And you can see that you've got photo, video, slow-mo. If I scroll up, see you've also got time-lapse and panos that you can do directly from this as well. So it's very versatile. And also if you click on this, this is where you can choose what your mode is or what your shooting resolution is. At the moment I'm on 4K 60. You can also go down to 1080p or 2.7. You can even change your frames per second through this as well. You can see that at the moment I'm on 60p. If I scroll up, this is where you do your follow modes. For instance, if I click there, you'll see that the forward camera faces forward. If I take that back, You can also, this is where you recenter your camera, and you can also change your follow modes through here as well. You can have fast follow or a more of a smooth follow, and you can change your follow modes through this too. Let me quit out of this. If you go that way, this is where you'll see a file if it's been taken. I haven't got any at this stage though. So the interface itself is very, very easy to use. You can obviously also do this through your phone app as well, but at least you can control this without any sort of phone being attached, which is really handy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how you can connect it to your iPhone as well and control it through the software that you can just download from the App Store. And I believe there's also Android software that you can use as well. So we'll have a look at how you set this up on your iPhone now. Okay, so let's try just connecting the Wi-Fi to this, and then I'll show you how the app works. So if I press onto the front of this, I'll turn this on. If I press onto the front of this, it will come up in Wi-Fi connection mode. So that's the Wi-Fi connection mode. Now all I need to do is open up my settings on here and then choose Wi-Fi and then connect to this, which is the VCam E55S. Now you can see now it's connected. Now all I have to do then is to launch the app there, or FeiyuCam. So if I open that up, so now I just go camera live, and you'll see that it's now showing what I've got on my device. So that's how easy it is to choose from this. So from this, you've got all those same settings that I showed you before. You can click onto video, and it'll switch onto video mode. And then you've got all your controls that you can check from this as well. You can click into here to change your resolution. So if I wanted to make this 4K, I can just set that to 4K 60 frames per second on high quality. If I then wanted to change things like the follow mode, I can change it through here to change all your follow mode, etc. If I wanted then to change the speed, I can change the speed of the follow mode through here as well. I can also then recenter the camera and turn the camera around so it will shoot back to me as well. And you can see that through here. You'll notice too that if I click off this exposure mode, and if I put a grid around me, you'll notice now that no matter where I move this, the grid is holding my face. So that's how it does the tracking, which is really nice. And it's working under fairly low light here, which is quite good as well. So the tracking's really good, and that will track anything that you basically put that around. So for instance, if I wanted to say track this microphone, you can see now that it's tracking the microphone as well. If I got too close before, it disappeared. So the tracking works very, very well. Now, it also has a tracking mode as well. It's this mode that you can sort of see here that looks like a phone with a circle through it. If I click on that, you can use your phone to control the gimbal itself. So if I move the phone around now, you'll notice that it's tracking wherever I move my phone. So that's a really nice feature as well. It really is fully featured. I can control the gimbal itself from just moving up and down with the wheel through here. Which is nice as well. And you can recenter it by clicking back to that point there too. So you've got everything that you need from this one app, which works very, very easy. And I think the app's terrific. It connects very easily, and you can control everything about the camera from this app. So what we'll do now is I'm going to go and just do a little walk around the town just to sort of show you how this operates, and you can see how this stabilization works, how the footage tends to look, and it's so much better if you see this in real life. So let's walk around my town now, and then I'll come back and sort of summarize after I've done that. Okay, well here I am. I'm taking my lovely dog Ziggy for a walk today. I'm also using the onboard microphone of the FeiyuTech Pocket here, just to see how it looks. So I'll put the camera up a little bit more just so you can see where we're walking through. Okay, so this is the area we're going through. I thought I'd take it around the neighbourhood just so you can see how it is. So this is the onboard microphone. I'm shooting 4K 60 at the moment. I'm going to try a couple of different resolutions as well so you can have a look at this, just to see how it is in this sort of vlogging type environment. And I'll probably switch to 1082 so that you can see that as well. Now it is winter, but it's a lovely day today. So I thought we'd go for a little walk around the neighbourhood, and we can see, you can sort of see around where I live, which might be interesting to some people. We have got some early spring flowers happening at the moment, which is really nice. So let me just switch to the front so you can sort of see me. So it is on face tracking now, so as I move around, see, it should follow me now, which is what it's doing quite well. You just draw a box around yourself in the iPhone app, and as I walk it'll just keep following me. So this is another check of how the microphone sounds, the internal microphone. I am heavily backlit here though, so I suppose it's going to be interesting to see how the exposure is working on this, which will be quite interesting. Ziggy keeps pulling me, which is quite funny. So what I'm going to do too is change resolution, so I'm going to change now and go to 1080p just to see how it looks. Okay, so now I'm recording in 1080p, so it'll be interesting to see how this compares to the footage that I just used a few minutes ago, which was on 4K 60. This is 1080p 60, so I'll be interested to see how I go. Now I'll turn around, let's just see how it is if I bring this around so you can see around, and then I'll bring it back just so you can see me panning a little bit, and then I'll take it straight. So you can see here too that as you do pan, there is a little bit of stepping with the gimbal itself, and you just have to work out whether that would annoy you or not. So now I've stuck the camera on 4K and I've got it on 24p. Now I'm walking normally, so I'll be interested to see how the stabilization is with this. So let's have a look at that. Now I'm trying to do a little bit of a ninja walk, so we'll see if that's made any difference to the stabilization as I walk through this area. Okay, so now I'm recording with the flat log profile, so let's see how this looks. It'll be interesting to see how much this grades. So this is just a time lapse, just to show you it working through the camera. So this is 4K 60 slowed down 50% in Final Cut. I just wanted to see how the footage looked if you slowed it down. I do this an awful lot, particularly when I'm shooting dances or using it in weddings, and it can make it look really filmic, and I thought I'd give it a go, and the results actually are really quite good, so I was very happy with how it slowed down. So this is to test the face tracking as well. I thought I'd do it in a different spot. It works really wonderfully actually. I mean, it follows you all around without you having to worry about it at all. So that system that they've used is very, very good. This again is just slowed down footage. 4K is slowed down to 50% just to give it that filmic look again. Just wanted to show some other examples. Now I wanted to do some direct comparisons here. So this is 1080p. The next one that you'll see coming up here is 2.7K, and then the one that's going to come up after this is 4K footage as well. Now they're all shot 60p, so it'd be interesting to see what you think about the footage. Now this is just an example of the pano mode. It's taken 4 shots here, 2 for the sky and then 2 for the road, and it stitches it together for you in the app, which is really nice. If you wanted to use it just as a normal camera, this is just a shot that I took just to show you how it works, just with my dog Ziggy there, and it just gives you an idea about the way the photos come straight out of the camera. And the last one is using your panoramic type shot, so it's taken multiple shots across, which gives you that wide type of image as well. So you have got a lot of different modes that you can use. So let's summarize everything up about this. There's a couple of things that were a little bit of an issue. I'm not really happy with the stepping when you're sort of panning with this. So if you're going to do a lot of that sort of panning work, this may not be you due to the way that it does step as you're panning, which I showed you in that video. The footage itself though is quite good. The stabilization is also quite good, like if you're walking in a straight line and things like that. I think it looks really nice. There is a saving over the Osmo Pocket. it ends up being probably nearly $200 if you add the Wi-Fi component that you need on the Osmo Pocket, where you don't need it with this. It's already built in. So you sort of have to work out whether you'd like to save that money or have the slightly better video quality that you get with the Osmo Pocket, because I think the Osmo Pocket does have slightly better footage. But in this, you get the Wi-Fi built in, which is a big saving, and you don't have to lug anything else around with you as well. And if you're happy with the footage I've shown, well then I suppose it's a no-brainer. You just go with this and save the money. I'd love to know your opinion about that down below. So if you have any questions about it, you can leave those down below. The software itself works great. The tracking works really good. It would be good if you could do tracking through the actual device itself. It does seem to follow you, but I'd like to have that box that shows in the device so you know it's actually tracking you. That would be really good. It's really nice and lightweight to carry around, work really well. Apart from that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.